Hi guys, welcome to the very first video of Uniquely You. Now, I've been postponing this for quite a long time, and yes, what you're seeing hanging here is a sling. I happened to slip and fall down, so I can't even remember what exactly happened, but yeah, that's life. And this could have been another excuse for me to extend and postpone doing these videos, but I said I'm not going to do this anymore. So today is today. If we postpone again, we're becoming procrastinators. So yeah, just as an introduction, I'd like just to mention 3 things that I want to leave with us today. And I've been mentioning a few of these, and I've discovered through my journey of whether you will call it self-discovery, planning for your future, a lot of things that people say, but maybe it's purpose. I don't know what you would call it, but for me, I chose to title it Uniquely You because of these 3 things I learned along my path as I was growing up as a young adult. When I started working, I worked for quite a while, resigned while I was still conducting my business, and again into marriage. There are things that will define you as a person, as a human being. And I chose to share this with you. I'll make it brief, I'll make it short, and then we can pick it up from there. So number 1, why uniquely you? There are 3 things that make me unique and make you unique. So when I said uniquely you, especially during this period of COVID, everyone is trying to look for something to do. One person does something and they look like they're excelling, everyone jumps onto that bandwagon. And it's a Kenyan thing. I don't know if it's an African thing, but I am sure it's a Kenyan thing. Open one grocery shop, you'll have 10 next. One person selling eggs, you'll find 10 other people across that same path. So we are all struggling to survive right now. But I believe God did not, we were not born to be copies of other people. We were meant to be an original. You are an original. And that's one thing you need to have in your mind and tell yourself every single day in your head, I am an original. Why am I living a copy? I am not my elder brother. I'm not my friend. I'm a unique person, and God made you unique. And if you want to know how unique you are, please go and try and check your thumbprint or fingerprint. There is no one in the world that has a similar thumbprint or fingerprint like you. We are how many billion in the world? You can go and prove me wrong. There's no one who has the same unique marker as you. So we are not the same. And this in itself will show how unique you are as a person. So these 3 things I'd like us to take, and maybe I might add one more to make them 4. Number 1, in everything that we are doing, start before you are ready. Why do I say start before you are ready? It sounds like a cliche. We are always trying to perfect things too much. We really perfect a lot of things too much. And I'm talking to myself as I am recording this video, because I am one of those people who we tend to procrastinate. Why? Because I really want to get things perfect. I've been trying to procrastinate this video for the last 1 year, for the last 2 years, saying, yeah, I'm going to do a vlog and all that. Yes, but you know what? Start before you are ready, and start with what you have, because you will never have everything. Ask anyone who does business in this life. There's no day they said, now I have everything to start a business. Yes, let me open up a business. Now I have everything that I need to get married. Yes, now I will get married. There's no one who ever jumped into anything that you knew in life that they said they were totally ready for it. Very few people can actually say that. So when I say start before you're ready, is start with what you have. Like now, for example, I've been trying to do these videos and I'm saying I'll get the best gear. I'm looking for one of the best cameras. And every time I buy something, I get an excuse. I have a very good camera, a Canon camera. I have a very good microphone. I have very good audio systems. I have a very good mixer. So after everything I purchase, I keep on getting an excuse. And I realize you will never start. For example, when I resigned from my job, even some people kept on calling me, Martin, how did you do it? How did you do it? And I told them, but let me tell you, if you're asking me, you will never do it. If you're thinking about it, I'm thinking of resigning, I will do it. Let me tell you, you will never do it. You, in your blood, one day you will just know, I think it's my time to move on, and you move on to the next thing. So start before you're ready, because you will never be 100% ready for anything, and especially in business. In business, you actually learn from everyone, and there's no one who's the perfect person. Even someone like Chris Kirubi, Richard Branson, or whoever, all these rich guys, they always learn every single day. There's no day you'll find them in the house, now I'm basking in my wealth and my glory. They always wake up at 5 a.m. to still go to work. So it means there's still something. Learning is a process, is a way of life. You never stop learning. So start before you're ready. Start now with what you have. Whatever you have in your hands, if you've been planning to do any type of business, whatever you have on your hands right now, the one thing you have is this. God gave you a brain. And with this brain that you have, this is a very powerful tool and a weapon to actually do anything and everything that you want to do. Start before you're ready. Number 2, use your defining moments to shape your future. What are these defining moments? This is actually a defining moment for me. I broke my arm. It has actually made me look at so many things differently than how I was looking at them before. I look at my life all the way from the time I was maybe from class 6 or 7. That's where I can remember a bit clearly all the things that happened in my life. Everything had a defining moment. In class 6, I was going to class 7. I think class 8, 7 going to 8. I was taken back a class to 7, so I didn't go with my peers to clear class 8. I went to high school. After high school, I joined a group called Kenya Youth for Christ, another defining moment for me. I was there in the music ministry for maybe like a year or 2. Then I started working, another defining moment for me. In between working, I met my wife. We got married. That's a defining moment for me. Then we opened a business, defining moment for me. So the question I kept on asking myself, and I'm asking myself right now, because COVID has given us a season that we can sit down and really think deep, take a stock. How has my life been in the past? Did I actually use those defining moments wisely? But the beauty about looking back is you're not looking back in regret. It's a retrospect. You're looking back also to just tell yourself, by the way, what can I do right now to also shape my future? So when you use these defining moments, because each of these defining moments in my life, if I had reacted differently, I would have turned out a very different person today. So that's why I say use those defining moments to shape your life, shape your future, because it is in your hands. And I like the Bible verse that says time and chance happens to all. We all get that time, we all get that chance that we let slip sometimes. And you look back and you regret, you're like, oh my goodness, I just wish. But all the time we get second chances, third chances, but we really don't make use of them. And that's why I say don't waste your life just trying to live a mere copy. Don't be a copy of someone else. But the third thing is embrace your weakness. Embrace your weakness and use it to propel your future. I know my weakness. There's no one who doesn't have a weakness, and there's no business today that doesn't have a weakness. That's why they do that thing they call the SWOT analysis: the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Because they know everyone has a weak point, and that's how they excel in business. If you don't look at your weakness and don't look at it to actually bring you down, but to say, this is my weakness and no, how can I work around it? There are people who actually have turned their weaknesses into strengths. And how do you do that? Yeah. So when you look at your weakness, first and foremost, do you even know your weakness? There are people who are always told, and you get so annoyed. Someone has told you, oh, Martin, you're always like this and that, and you're like, what do you mean? That's not me. Oh, I don't know what. So you start getting angry. So I always ask a question. If someone else does not tell you, so how do you tell yourself? How do you know the weaknesses that you have? Because there are those things that they are made aware to you, and there are some weaknesses or strengths in that matter that are made, they are brought to your awareness when something happens, either a situation and all that. And you can see even through this COVID period, there are very many people who have reacted differently to this defining moment, because COVID is a defining moment for all of us. So then there are some who have cowed and locked themselves in the house because they're like, you know what, yes, it's a government directive and all that. But I came out of the house one day and I'm like, my goodness, I'm the only one who's been in lockdown. Everyone has been doing something. So you cow, some people cow, but some people actually look at this opportunity and they're like, wow, let me make use of this moment. Let me make use. I don't want to waste a crisis. That's a term many people use. I don't want to waste a crisis. So embrace your weakness. Look at the weakness that you have and try and turn them into strengths. There are people who say, you know, I'm an OCD person, I don't like ABC, but that OCD can be a strength even to maybe your client. Someone is looking at someone with OCD for a particular thing, but when someone tells you, you know, you have OCD, so you feel like, oh, it's something bad. By doing those weaknesses, if we become aware of them, one, we can manage them, and two, we can use them for something positive. So that's why I'd like to leave you with those three things. But we shall continue next week. One, start before you're ready. Don't wait to have everything before you start. If you're thinking of a business today, start now with whatever you have. Number two, use your defining moments to shape your life. Right now, we are all under one defining moment, which is the COVID, the lockdown, the pandemic, everything. How are we going to come out of this season? Number three, embrace your weakness. Embrace your weakness, because this lockdown, what they have brought out most in most of us is the weakness. Yeah. So let's use these three things and you will become uniquely you. Thank you for being here.